Good morning, guys. So today is the last day of our Patanjali YogGram stay. Now we'll be leaving the YogGram probably in half an hour time. We'll have the breakfast and एक बार breakfast होने के बाद फिर admin से gate pass वगैरह लेना है and उसके बाद निकल पड़ेंगे. Now I think I must share my experience while being in YogGram for about 7 days. So if you ask me, I think it is worth visiting at least 7 days. Definitely you should experience this kind of place. You get a kind of spiritual feeling when you are here in this kind of environment. So that is there. On top of that, it is a complete detox mechanism. So once you are here, so there are so many things they are going to get it done. Something like Panchakarma, then Naturopathy. So it is all included within your room rent. So that's the beauty of it. But there are some things which I did not like as well. Something like the booking process. It is slightly tedious. So basically, it's not only me, but I have interacted with many people. Don't worry, we'll understand the booking process and details so that there is no issue while booking. So let's hop into the laptop screen. Now ये जो link है मैं description में डाल दूँगा, so you can take it and navigate to this site. So this is the official portal of Patanjali. For any kind of booking, any kind of queries and all, you should be using this portal rather than just getting into some kind of trap. तो यहाँ पे आपका ऑनलाइन रजिस्ट्रेशन का भी लिंक है. देन यू कैन कॉल देयर कॉल सेंटर, देन या व्हाट्सएप का नंबर भी है. ऑल दिस थिंग्स यू कैन फाइंड फ्रॉम दिस पेज इटसेल्फ. इफ यू स्क्रॉल डाउन, there are some additional information. Services will be provided to you, then what and all documents you will have to carry along with you. So all these things, just go through it in details. I'm not covering everything, otherwise the video will be very long. So there is a step by step process they have mentioned, so just go through it. But in a nutshell, I'll probably show you what and all things you need to do. And if you scroll further down, on the point number 8, it is given as a description of the charges of accommodation and facilities in YogGram. So room wise, there will be 5 different categories, as you can see. And from costing perspective, you will have only 2 different categories. Rajarshi and Muniraj will cost you about 5,000, and rest of the rooms what you see here, Maharshi, Tapasvi and Nisarg will fall into your 4.5 thousand category. Honestly, there is not much of difference in the cost between the rooms, as well as you won't feel a lot of difference in the vibe also. Rajeshi is going to be a cozy flat type of room with all the necessary amenities, and the rest of them will be cottages. But if you want to experience the raw cottage experience, I mean a camping experience kind of stuff, then go for Nisarg, which is what we have opted for. So if you want a detailed walk around of the room of the Nisarg cottage, you can just click on the right side of the screen. You can see the video. So there I have given a room tour. Now all these rooms allow two people to stay in the room. So basically there are 2 people. One can be admitted as a patient, and the other one could be staying as a attendant, or for that matter both the person can be registered as patients. So So that way, if you are the main difference between the registration process is, if you are registering as a patient, then all these expenses, let's say the panchakarma or whatever facilities are there, so all these treatments will be included within the cost itself. Now if you are registering as an attendant, probably some of the to avail some of the facilities you might end up paying extra money. So depending on your need, you can just go ahead and register accordingly. And one fine thing I would like to highlight, that if you are traveling, if there is one more additional person is traveling along with you, that's not a problem at all. So you might have to give some additional charges, as they have mentioned here 300, but I think including everything there will be some additional cost. So we have ended up paying 1000 per person, because I was the attendant and I was staying there for the whole week. So that's about it. And in that cost, your fooding, staying, then some of the facilities will be included within that cost. So that's about it. And if you need an additional bed or any kind of assistance, people are more than happy to help you out. I hope I made it clear, and in case of any queries or clarifications, feel free to reach me out in the comment section. So I'll try my best to revert to you. And beyond that, if you need to understand some of the details, please feel free to pause the video and read it out. Otherwise, anyways, I'll have this link in the description, so you can take this link and go ahead. And once you have completed going through the complete page, this particular page, then what you have to do is, the first thing you need to do is go to the online registration. You can come here, then you can check the room availability, online registration, or if you have already the login and password, you can log in. So now I think this is the time to search for a room availability. So let's say that we can search the room. So let's just provide 2 different days, and the minimum days you need to book, it is 7 days. So click on the show availability, and you can see what are the rooms which are available. So if you are booking it immediately after, let's say, in a day or two, so the rooms are in demand. To be honest, there are so many people who are just keep searching for the rooms, so you may not get a availability. So that way I would suggest just keep a month or 2 gap. Let's keep it as 1st June, and let's see the availability. Yeah, you can see, so nothing else is available except the Maharshi Cottage. So accordingly you can do the booking. Now this is the room availability. The first thing you'll have to do, room availability, is just to check what and all rooms are available. But otherwise, the first thing you should be doing is the registration process you need to complete. Now click on the online registration. Once you click on the online registration, so these are the processes, you need to just go through it, and once you get the approval, make the payments. Now click on go to online apply. Number of health seeker, you can mention 1 or 2 depending on your need. I am mentioning as 2. Go to online and apply. Now what you have to do here is you'll have to fill it up, all the details of the health seeker and the attendant. So attendant, it may not be required, but if both the people are registering as a health seeker or patient for that matter, so you'll have to provide all the details. Then a photo or passport size photograph you'll have to upload. Once you fill up all these details, medical reports, if there are anything, then I would highly recommend to include them in here as well, so that way the doctors could go through the reports well in advance and have it discussed internally, and by the time you reach there, then your treatments can immediately start. Now what is your present address? then second health seeker details. Similar to that, you will have to fill up everything, and once it is done, then provide the security pin and submit it. After you submit the form, you will have to wait for about 24 to 48 hours, and that is the SLA they are following. So within 48 hours they'll definitely revert you to the specific email address which you had already provided. Now I'm just going to my registration details. So once you submit, you will end up getting this mail as an acknowledgement that they have received the mail. It is of course an auto generated mail, but you are going to receive it. Now depending on the availability, once the Patanjali staff, admin staff are going through your email, then they will send you, depending on the room availability and the crowd which are coming to the ashram. So depending on that, they will revert you whether the requested date you can come during those days or not, and you will end up getting a mail something like this, right? So once you get this mail, if you scroll down further, so you will also have the user ID to log in into the system. Now take this user ID, now take the user ID from the email and come over here, then provide the username in here, then provide your password which is same as the user ID typically, and provide the security key, log in, and after you log in, then provide all the informations. The details will be visible to you, such as the room allocation status and all. So typically your rooms will not be allocated till the time you reach in the ashram, rather your request would be approved. So that is all you can see. Once you would receive a mail as well once your booking confirmation is done. Yeah, so go to the site, make the payment. So once you make the payment, then you will have to send the screenshot to their email ID. So the payment could be made through the UPI address or a direct transfer to their account which they had already provided in the mail. So you'll have to provide the screenshot, send it across, and once you send the details, then they will come back confirming that your booking is confirmed and you can travel during those days. So that's about it. It's a fairly simple process, but because most of the people don't know how to book it out, so there the problem comes in. Now on the day, make sure that you are carrying sufficient cash, number one. Second thing is you have a physical ID which they will verify at every stage. So make sure that you are taking these two documents at least. In addition to that, you need to carry all your test reports and all the treatment related details along with you. So other than that, I think once the booking process is done, you'll have to come to YogGram, then come to the admin area. एक बार admin area में आके रूम कौन सा रूम असाइन एलोकेट हुआ है ये सब चीज़ें चेक कर लेना, एंड वो चेक करने के बाद then the first thing they would advise you to do is they would advise for you to go and see the OPD, the doctor, and एक बार डॉक्टर से मिलने के बाद the doctor will kind of give you the entire schedule in the sense what and all things you'll have to do. For example, Panchkarma, Shatkarma, Naturopathy. Then other than that, your diet chart. So all these things the doctor will provide you,
एंड यू विल हैव टू कैरी दैट थ्रू आउट. तो ये सब हो गया. एंड योगा एक रूटीन बन जाता है आपका. मॉर्निंग में एवरी डे वी गेट अप अराउंड 4 o'clock and go for yoga. So that is also a good stuff. Beyond that, I think today we are checking out in some time. हम जाके खाना वाना कुछ खा लेंगे, ब्रेकफास्ट कर लेंगे, फिर निकल पड़ेंगे. सो बेसिकली एडमिन का क्लियरेंस मैंने पूरा कर लिया है. इट इज़ जस्ट द गेट पास आई विल हैव टू टेक. सो वन थिंग टू रिमेंबर दैट व्हेन यू आर गेटिंग डिस्चार्ज्ड, सो बेसिकली आपको डॉक्टर से डिस्चार्ज सर्टिफिकेट लेना है एंड वो लेके एडमिन में जाना है. ऑल द बिल्स एंड ऑल, इफ देयर आर एनीथिंग यू विल हैव टू क्लियर इट अप, देन ओनली यू आर एलिजिबल टू गेट द गेट पास. तो ये सब कर लिया है मैंने. तो अभी मेरे को खाली गेट पास लेना है. तो दैट्स इट गाइस. आई थिंक होप यू एंजॉयड द वीडियो एंड any information you need in this regard, please feel free to contact through the comment. Chalo, see you then. Enjoy.